this book written by Tony Gonzalez, and it is called The Proper Balance Movement, A Diary of Lameness. Now, this was written by a mentor of yours, one of your many mentors that you had growing up or getting into the farrier game.
Right. They are mentors. I am a tormentor.
And Tony Gonzalez, unfortunately, passed away. He came due to illness. He passed away in 2000s, but this is a book that he has written based on his knowledge that he learned over, how long was his career? 30 some odd years?
Roughly, yeah.
And he was a Hawaiian born, and he came over to the United States and just to learn all the other stuff and gave his own take on stuff, and wrote a book about it, which is a very successful book. And we've been reading from this book for the last season, half of last season and part of this season as well. And we're into chapter 12. And this one is called The Justice Story. And it starts out, and it's based on a horse named Justice and having a shoulder problem. So I read from the book, starting out. I was busy making a shoe for a horse, and this is Tony talking, that I was working on, when my train of thought was broken by this young lady. "Tony, I need your help. My horse is lame," she says. I told her I would look at her horse after I was finished with my obligation to shoe the horse I was shoeing already. As I wrapped up my work, I knew that I was setting myself up for further criticism. I had to be very certain of what I was going to say, otherwise I could get in trouble. As Val led Justice out of the stall, I observed the animal could barely get its left front foot over the little board guard in front of the stall doorway. This is a serious sign, proving that the horse was having problems lifting its leg. Tony said, I asked her what happened. The trouble began at a show, maneuvering the horse in a couple of jumps. The trouble began at a show, maneuvering the horse in a couple of jumping classes. After one of the jumps, the horse started to go lame. Several people at the show examined the horse for her. They all thought that the horse might have had a bruise. This was a reasonable conclusion. However, I could not agree with it. When she led the horse down the aisle, the horse's sore